everybody? We are live on a Saturday night. Wow. Everyone else is partying, figuring out how to make money. Today, we're going to be looking over the Dow Jones. So let's share this screen over here. And let's get to work. So I like looking at the E-minis. The Dow is the same thing pretty much as US 30 price action. The price action is the same, but the price is a little different. So you know, if you're watching like live, we're going to be back testing. If you're watching live ever and you ever see us on the futures market, just know prices are going to be a little different. But today, what we're going to be doing, I'm going to be back testing the open. So we can just go to the session volume, the session indicator. Session, not the volume profile. I just want the sessions. So let's see. I used to know what it was. It doesn't matter. We can just see what times they open. I know what time it opens. Every day, pretty much when the volume comes in at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. So for me, it's usually 8:30. I don't know why this is on that, but that's okay. 8:30 Central Standard Time. 8:30 Central Standard Time. And that's the time we're going to be watching, really. So I'm going to delete everything. In fact, let's go into the back testing layout. All right. There we go. And we're in black screen. That's fine. Let's go to US 30 or the Dow, I say. And then we're going to need to put this indicator up on here. And then we'll go down to the 5-minute. All right, yeah, I can do the dark screens. All right. So for people who don't know about the volume profile, this is volume profile, and it's basically the volume on the x-axis turned on its y-axis, right? The volume down here is volume by time, and this is volume by price. Okay, the bigger the volume over here, the more activity there was, just straight up. In the normal settings, you're going to have what's called a point of control. And this line right here is the most traded price on the screen. I'll keep it up. I usually don't have it on my price on my chart, but it is something to note. All right. Another thing that I look at is I look at daily volume profiles. So each square is its own histogram, right? Its own volume profile, and it'll tell you where the majority of the volume was that day with its point of control. So that's what I have on the hourly. I have a daily point of control. On the 4-hour, I have a weekly volume profile, and it'll tell me the weekly point of control. So last week, this is the most traded price right here. And then, the week before it was right here. And a lot of times, price will come back into these levels. You see how it kind of went away from this and it came back in. It almost tapped into this before it moved out. A lot of times it will tap in before it does move out. You can see this area right here. We are now into that area. So we could see some type of action back down into here. This area is going to give you whatever is on the screen. So from all the way to Thursday, the 8th, December 2022, that's what this is going to give. This is preset. So this is preset by month. And then if I go to the daily, it's going to give me, it's going to give me the monthly on the daily. So 4 hours giving me the weekly. So the month of December, the month of November. Okay, so on and so forth. And then these are the prices, the highest traded prices within that, right? Okay, so I just wanted to break that down so y'all know kind of what I'm looking at. This would be like a yearly point of control. But we're going to be trying to focus more on the lower time frames. If the market gets extremely volatile, then we'll kind of move to the higher time frames. But we're going to try to stick to that lower time frame, see what we can do off of the open. One of our students, Cole, has been doing really well with the opening price. So we're gonna start to look at that opening and see what's gonna happen on the open. Let's go to the 1 hour, and I'm gonna back up, just gonna start backing it up and see where we land. Okay, random spot right here. And this is where we're gonna start. And what we're going to do is we're going to just take it from, we're not going to look at the weekly at all. We're just going to go daily down for our analysis. And we're going to keep everything just we're going to try to keep everything very black and white, even though trading is not like that, right? At all. So I'm not a trend line trader. So we're not going to draw trend lines. I rarely even go and mark like all these levels of support and resistance like this. I rarely even do that. What I do is I look at the volume profile for my levels. It's very easy. Okay. And that's what we're going to do here. So let's just keep about this much price into it. And you can see some pretty clear levels. Okay. This stands out pretty easy. And we'll make it, since it hasn't broken, we'll make it demand. We got another level down here. Okay, that sticks out. You just drag it over, demand, and then if it doesn't hold here, this would be kind of the next area that we would be looking for. Now, I did that really quickly by looking at these 3 areas. Now, this area right here, you can see that there's not a lot here and there's not a lot here compared to up here, right? You could say there's still volume there, no doubt. I mean, compared to here, there's a lot more volume right there than there is right there. Okay. But when you see an area with a little bit less volume, those are areas where price slips straight through and goes to the next area. So we're marking that off. And then if a market is making new highs and hasn't seen this type of volume, there is always going to be light volume right here. It just is what it is. Okay. Let's go down to, so now we have these levels marked off on the higher time frame. Let's go down to lower time frame and see what it's going to give us. Okay, so now on the lower time frame, we're going to use we're just going to use a line. Okay, because this area, and basically this is that volume point of control. So we could straight up just mark this off, but I'm going to give it some room and give it like that. So this area, there's just not a lot in between here. So we should see some support come in right there. And then, like I said, when a market is making new highs, there's not going to be a lot of volume, but there is this point of control. So we'll mark this off. Like I said, it's going to be a weekly point of control. So we'll do this. And to make this easier on myself, I need to do this and save as weekly. Okay. So if the market gets back up into there in a specific way, we'll see if we can take the move down. And you can see here, there's also this weekly point of control that has not been hit yet as well. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that off. Weekly POC. Go to the 1 hour. And we're getting some levels again here. So right there, you see the volume profile comes out a little bit right here. we'll make this some supply. Comes out a little bit right there. So what that's telling me is in this area, if price breaks above here, it's going to go straight there, like straight there. This is not going to be an area where price is going to hang out. Same pretty much. If it breaks any lower, it's coming straight into this level. Okay, so these are kind of lower time frame demand areas, or just more like intraday levels. Okay, so now we'll go into the 15-minute. And really, I don't even mark the charts up like this. I'm just doing this for backtesting purposes. And is it really not even going to give me 15-minute data? That is just, that's awesome. That's just awesome. Okay. Well, then. It's only going to the 1 hour. Then we're playing the freaking 1 hour, and we're going to go over the volume profile today. Son of a gun. Well, we'll see how this works. No, I need to go to the 5-minute. So how do I get onto the lower time frames? I'm going to have to just exit this. And I'm going to scroll on the 5-minute. Jesus. Replay tool. I'm just going to scroll as far back as it'll let me. What did TradingView do? Why are they doing this? Why won't it let me even go back that far on 5-minute? That's crazy, man. How far back will it let me go? Let me go this far back? Man. Okay. We'll just go from here, I guess. And we'll see if these levels on the daily even matter. We'll see how they worked out. Because we were marking it up way back here. So this level on the daily right here, once it broke, came into there, yada, yada, yada. That's cool. What up, yo? TradingView is being a hoe, and you can't even go back near as far as you used to on at all. So that's lame. All right. Dow Jones, we're looking at the volume profile, strictly the volume profile today. This is a level up here. We can mark, we know we can mark this off, and we'll call this supply. Okay, if the market gets up into there, we're definitely going to be looking for a just reaction. Not exactly sure what it's going to do if it gets up there, but we would expect a reaction. We're getting big momentum coming off of here as well. So this type of move, even though it hasn't broke the high, what we're getting is a hidden divergence signal right there. And then I would even most likely be taking a fib out right here and be looking for this to start giving me some type of price action to short from on the lower time frames, maybe, because I'm not a fan of these higher time frames, to be honest. So there's a little bit of volume in there. Let's go down to the lower time frame and see what we got. Okay, there was a weekly point of control right here, weekly POC. But this type of area, let's see if we can get some more volume into this picture right here. See, yeah, what it's showing is really if it breaks here, it's going straight here. So we'll watch for that. I'm not really getting any vibes for the downside yet, and I got to take this POC off because I don't mess with that really. I just look and see which are the biggest areas. This is another area of volume, so we can mark this off. Demand there. So if we do fall, probably coming down into here, but this is a little ugly. Okay, it is a little ugly. I'm going to bring in the 1 hour and see if we can get some better levels on it. Okay, a lot down here. So this was a 4 hour, and I genuinely do not mark my charts up like this usually. I am back testing like a mother. Just to get some more clarification on these levels to see if it's literally you can just go and mark these charts up like this. That would be pretty dope. So here's what we're looking at. Basically, if the market breaks below here, it should come down into this level. If it breaks above here, it should come all the way up into here, really, which is a long ways. So we'll see about that. Let's go to the 15-minute. 15-minute is looking very bullish. And even though it's in a supply area right here, since the momentum is still very strong, I'm going to look for that to keep going. And if it comes into the 78.6 down in here, look, here we go now. We get this area right here. So that is pretty much support. And if we break below right here, it should come down straight down into this area. So what time is it? We're looking for this time of day anyway. So we'll go to the 5-minute and we'll play this. So yeah, if it breaks this low type situation, then we're coming all the way down into here. And ultimately, if we were trying to like look to see what time is this, 8:30 would be right here. So this would be the opening bell. And we would be saying some shit like if it breaks this low, we're looking for it to come into the next area of volume. And then that next area of volume is one. We really wanted to break right there, but the structure is good right here and then right here. All right. So coming into here for TP1, TP2 type shit, TP3. Let's see. And then we get a break with volume. Okay, not yet. Wait for this 5-minute. Okay, it looks like it's going to continue up. We're not going to buy into this yet because this is a supply zone. We would need it to come way down here if we're really looking to buy it. If it comes way up here and gives bearish divergence, I'll look for the sell. Okay, this is the candle. This would be a tough one because you would, if you shorted this candle, and I think it's kind of out of the time range, maybe. No, it's not. If you shorted this candle, you'd have to put your stop right there. And how my homie's been doing is putting a stop right above that 5-minute candle. And he's been even going on to the 1-minute, I think, and doing this, but we're not going to go down that low and target this. So I think that's what he's been doing. Let's see how this works out. So that was a fake move right there. Big fake move. That's what the volume profile is. It's either going to go straight through or fake. So let's see if it continues straight up. And you also got to realize we're on the 5-minute. So these moves are going to be a little sketchy. Okay, a little sideways action for the day. It's probably not going to do much. So we're going to speed this up to 10. And the sideways for the day is what it's going to do. So it's not going to do anything for that day. We're at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, nothing. All right, so we're going to go to the 1 hour. We're going to see what we got going on right here. So if it breaks this high, it's probably coming into this weekly, but there's not really a good opportunity right there. I am seeing some divergence, so I'm going to mark this off. If it comes into this, see what it looks like. All right, get that out of here. Okay, let's go a couple hours. Let's say, oh, goodness gracious. Let's back that up and see what happens on the lower time frame. That's funny. Like nothing's happening. It was not the right time of day to be looking to trade, I'll tell you that. So the volume did come in though at, oh shit, this is 8:30. Huh. I guess I was just looking at the wrong time. That is the time of trade, time of day to trade. So let me see. Let me back it up real quick and see if we can get some ideal look at least. Because we want to do exactly what we did over here. You know, this was an L. So we want to see the same type of thing. We're in a supply area. The 1 hour, I mean, we see what's about to happen. We already saw that. But the 1 hour, I showed the divergence. I was waiting to see if it would come up here. But we have some class B divergence. 15-minute big time divergence right here. As the market was trying to make these higher highs. When the market makes a new high with low volume, that's another sign that that's fake. So we had all type of confirmations. I don't know what I was thinking with the time of day. Little trend line right here. 5-minute is even diverging. So everything diverging really well. We would be waiting for 8:30. So 8:25 is right here. We have a good little structure point. Let's see what the volume profile is suggesting for areas. So down here would be like the first, just straight up, boom, one little area. And you can see it with structure a lot of times as well. And then, you know, this next area structure would be the next TP. So, I mean, we kind of know what's going to happen. It's kind of cat, but we just need to play it the exact same way. So one candle, and it's a big fake move again, right off the jump. So that's something to note. It goes one way first, and then looks like it's indecisive still, but that's good because that's building up more liquidity. Let's bring this out a little. I don't like when it looks like that. I don't know why it is looking like that. There we go. Now you can clearly see how it should smoothly move straight through this. Not yet. I wouldn't sell yet. And I would have missed it, right? You missed those. That would be one you miss. But you see how it moves straight to it. I don't know why it's messing up over here like that. Huh. Straight to this area. Okay, so if it does retrace, it might be an opportunity, but I don't think we would have been able to catch that with it just breaking like that. It would have been like a 1 minute thing you had to look at. Technically, you could be entering now on this, but that's kind of chasing it. Your stop would kind of maybe be in jeopardy, but this is most likely coming straight to this area. And you would have hit that TP. So that's clean. I just didn't get a trade on it technically. If you would have tried to anticipate that, you could have caught a big 4-to-1. I mean, it's all up to you and if you are risky or not. I'm trying to kind of play a certain system, I guess. But nonetheless, the volume profile is beautiful, beautiful move right there. Easy levels to read and everything. Let's see if it goes straight to this level. Wow. Breaking it most likely will go straight here now that it has this type of just continuous break to it. And I have no idea why the volume looks like that. That is just blowing my mind, man. Okay, there we go. Wow, it might even roll all the way down into the 61.8. So we'll watch for that. You got to like zoom out a lot and zoom in and zoom out with volume, with the profiles. Okay, and boom, just straight down into that level. Let's see if it hits it. Ooh, I mean, that's about as close as it's gonna get. Okay, so that was a clean move down, and these levels are respected heavily. I like that. Waiting for a better time, really, but we're gonna look for this short, I think. If it comes back into these areas, I think that's valid. All right, so on a pullback, like a flag pattern for all the flag traders, you want to see, right, on your flag, you want to see this volume decrease. That's a good sign. You also want to see momentum decrease. That's a good sign. And if this thing would show us, we could see some volume in the areas that we want to sell at, maybe. Not really. So this is suggesting that, like, literally, if it goes any further than the 78.6, it's gonna be a no. So yeah, we'll see about that. I would still love to take this short because it's a good risk to reward. And I'm going to start taking all of these trades a little bit further to test that as well. So let's see if we can bring this down into this level. Okay. Broke below that level, it's kind of flagging out itself. We're waiting for a certain time of day. At this point, we need to wait till about 8:30. So that's good that this is just kind of flagging out till then. All right, here's 8:30. Let's back this thing out real quick. All right, so there's nothing really to play off of. In my opinion, I think is kind of ugly. We just need to wait for it to give us a little bit more print to do something, because that's nothing to play off of. I wouldn't just buy the double bottom. Yeah. Okay, there's something. What time is that? 1 o'clock. Well, that would have been an L ski, but it's not the time of day we would have traded it. Let's see. Okay, we're getting this move into the weekly. It's probably some FOMC something. 1 o'clock move right off the weekly POC with a lot of momentum and volume. We're probably going to blow past this. So let's kind of delete these levels. No. We'll not delete these levels, but there's nothing here. We're going to delete the divergence fib, because another important thing, after time, divergence is not important anymore. So time is another thing that can like just take away, it'll take away divergence. So if there's too much time in between things, you need to forget about your divergence. Okay, here's another area that I'm going to look at. Supply. Okay, this is probably where we're going to see the market go straight into. Let's go into the 5-minute and see if we can take advantage of this, starting to break these highs. Now, this isn't how I like to trade, but I'm trying to catch a little breakout system, right? If we can break out these highs, that's big time. It's not the right time of day for this system, so we really need to wait. But this thing could just, based off of volume profile. Good. See, that's good. I'm so glad we waited. Not the right time of day, all that noise. Wow. It's good to have a plan. And the market really faked not just me out, probably a lot of people. right off that weekly POC. That's dangerous right there, man. Well, now I can't do nothing but want to sell, but we still have these levels. So this market's first touch into this important level. We had this fibbed out, but I'm not going to look at this as a fib anymore. Yeah, let's just see what happens. Let's wait till our time of day. First of all, it's going to be a while. See what just happens right here for a little bit. Slide into the next area of volume, maybe. Oh. Okay, we're waiting for about a little bit longer. 6. Here we go. So we're breaking lower. We'll mark this level. Mark these lows off. And we're starting to get that break. I would say this is the trade right here. Let's see where the target is, because I don't really love this. Ooh, damn. I cannot believe the volume profile is messing up so much. Wow, all the way to here. At least that makes sense. That makes sense. Let's go to the lower time frame, see if I can get anything before that to pop up. I guess right here for like the first one. And then it could slide, so it could really slide. And it really could slide. So let's see. I don't love it because there's divergence. And I don't like trading against divergence, but let's see what happens. It did break these lows. This is the lows right here. But it broke over here. So let's just see what happens. I'm a little against it though, because of my divergence experiences, but we'll see what happens. And you know what? The divergences are real. The divergence is real. So not only did the divergence come through, it really hit my divergence fib. But yeah, so you got to watch out when you're a breakout, when you're trading breakouts, watch for that divergence. It's major. Okay, so this level held. And another thing to note is this was the first time that the market came into this area of major demand. Okay, the first time it came into the area of major demand. A lot of times on a fresh zone, it will have a reaction. Don't expect a fresh zone just to get broken. Most of the times it doesn't. There's usually some type of reaction first, and then, especially when you have an imbalance area like this. We're going to have to be targeting up here now or waiting for something else. Because that was quick. What's really annoying though is how the volume profile isn't working at all. So that's fun. Okay, we're going to delete these levels and we're just going to use this right here. Just that. So if we kind of start to go break this level, we'll be heading up there. I'm still holding these levels though. Let's make this supply. Okay, at this moment, I would almost want to take this buying opportunity down here to bring this up. That's not what we're trading right now. So I'm just going to hold off on that, but we could see that or a 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to wait. I do think we're going to see this dip into here and then go because this was a little manipulation. So once it comes back into there, it's probably going to head out. See what time it is. There it goes. Woo! Well, I keep missing the time of day. Okay. Oh, that's not the right time of day though. That's still a little early. There was just some news. Boom. I tapped right into this area that I was saying. Manipulation area. Came and manipulated again. So at that moment, you could almost put buy stops right here. After it comes into an area where I would have bought from, and if I didn't, I would be expecting this to rocket ship. I would have to be going on to the lower time frames. Yep. And then using one of these. Sorry, the dog's going crazy. Using one of these candles as my stop. Right. So let's just see what happens. Nope. Nope. But you see the liquidity building? Yep, that's it. Long there, stop there, target there. Bare minimum. Most likely here. Let's go. Okay. So we got the good volume. We got the break. It's a little early. It hasn't not quite yet hit 8:30. So I've seen Cole get in these situations a little bit where, and I want to be on the 1 minute, but it's okay. I've seen him just get enter a little early, and then it comes in and kind of taps him out first, and then it goes the right way. So let's just see what happens right here. Okay, kind of coiling. I would have wanted it to kind of go by now because at this point the momentum is going to start to drop. So we probably will see this do this if it's a W. If not, then this might roll over. Because technically, oh no, I don't see this rolling over. This should get to this level. But there is a fib right here. 78.6, which means the others are close. Yeah, no, it should get there. This should be a good trade. Let's go. Fuck, man. Yeah, a little early. So that's what it is. You just, I think waiting for that 8:30 is key. Waiting for that 8:30 is key. Let's just see what happens though. Boom. Oh, did it get it? Yeah, it sure did. Because now it's about to take off. That's exactly what I said. Okay, because I think he gives himself 2 tries on these. But this one would be a little weird. That's tough. Because it's not a big area for it to get into. So, man, I cannot believe that volume profile. Boy, yeah, it's coming right into that though. So let's see if there's a stupid trade idea. Yeah, that's it. It's gone. Okay, that sucks. Barely missed or barely stopped out and then went. Those stop losses are not definitely not ideal in my opinion, but I think they're better on the, no, I don't know. I think what I'm seeing is the volume profile is just really good for levels. It's not really a way to trade off of it. For sure. Go to the next 8:30 because so we're just looking at these openings. It's probably going to sell off right here. Boom. Your boy calls them like he sees them. I'm telling you. Let's just talk. Let's talk about what's going to happen as it goes. We're waiting for 8:30, which is coming up. All right, let's see here. 8:30 coming up in here. Somewhere around here. I don't want to miss it like I've been missing it. Wow, that's a black line. Super miss it. Okay. Let's get into the 1 hour and see what we got going on here. Still haven't broken below these zones. We don't have to worry about below. Let's see what the volume profile is telling us inside of this area. It's basically saying that there is a little bit right here. And if we hold, we're good. And we should slip right back down into this. But if it breaks, it's coming into these levels. I would not necessarily play this bearish fib only because the volume profile is not loving the 78.6. Let me see if there's any weekly volume or anything up here. Okay. There is a weekly point of control right there. Okay. So let's go and see what happens. I'm getting a little divergence on the 5. Okay, coming into this 8:30 here. What am I seeing? Nothing much. Sun? Nothing much. Sun. Let's see. Kind of ugly. Maybe if we break below here, if the freaking volume profile would work, dog. It's blowing my mind. Okay, let's see. I'm not seeing anything, so nothing off that. That's ugly. I'm not seeing nothing. So this one was an ugly open, ugly price action. In real life, I would be waiting to see if there was some divergence right here on multiple time frames, and there's just not a whole lot right here. A little bit right here. If I go to the 1 hour, it's not a great divergence look, but I would probably look for some type of short on the 5 minute soon. But that's not what we're here for. Let's go to the next 8:30. 8:30. All right. Now let's see if I can call some shots as we get there during flat. If it breaks here, we're going down into these levels. This weekly POC didn't do shit. Nothing much going on. A little bit of divergence coming into these levels. I don't think this is a weekly POC anymore. It already got hit. Okay. So usually what happens when a flag pattern like this doesn't respect a 78.6 at all, it usually just gets blown through. And this is making higher highs and higher lows. Technically, now we are getting major divergence at this point. So we have to be careful of that little whipsaw action first, but I'm thinking this is probably going to continue up. I just don't like trading against divergence. This is another scenario where we'll see if the divergence wins or if a breakout occurs. Let's give it a couple. Okay, and then right before 8:30, we're getting a breakout. So at 8, the market's starting to break out already. It's literally creating my classic 3-wave divergence. So I'm just holding off till 8:30. All right, now 8:30 is here. We have that correction on, there we go. So the 3-wave is good to go. It's off. It hit the 50 EMA at this point. Is there a ceiling? Here we go. Ceiling here. That's where I think the market could get to. That is not my style of trading. It's crazy. Okay, let's break below. I mean, yes, it's just those aren't really valid. They're just, this one is a little more valid, but yeah, I'm not seeing anything off this open. There we go. That would have been it. So let's back this shit up, fucker. I always go too fast off this shit. Boom. Okay, there's a big candle. That's what I'm seeing with this backtesting, and I'll have to start implementing it next time, is it's, if you have a zone marked off and you get a big candle that comes into it and it hasn't broken it yet, that is your entry. Like, put a buy stop right above that. And then this thing is probably about to just go. I swear the stop loss doesn't even have to be the full candle, but this one is, that's how we're doing it. Oh, buy stop right above this. That's what we're going to do. And then stop right there. So at least this 1-to-1 is at that high. That's what we're targeting. Probably want a better risk reward than that with this type of system. But let's see what we got. See, the divergence is why in real life I would just be so scared for this. So at that point, I would probably break this even, because if it came back down again, it's going to reverse. That's a good one. Okay, see, that was a little scary for me though, because of the divergence. But what I said was, once the 3-wave divergence, because I knew not to enter off this first one early, the 3-wave divergence is like my favorite pattern to trade with divergence. But when the divergence comes back into the EMA, or the market comes back into the EMA, that's when your divergence is like, you can kind of signal it over with. And that's when I knew, okay, this has potential to move up now that the market has corrected. And it did. So now let's go to the 1 hour. Hope it doesn't give it away too much. It is giving it away. Let's go to the 15-minute. And let's go over to these highs, right? Now, we said if it breaks this high, it should smoothly go into this one. I want to put a little bit more price action if I can. No, it won't give me it. 1 hour. Will it give me it? Yes. Okay, let's see what we got going on right here on the volume profile. Give me something else. Okay, let's see what we got if I do this. Wow, yeah, it's really suggesting that it could just smoothly move up into this zone. So we gotta, let's watch it. What it's gonna try to do. Let's go to the 1 hour. And you can just see the 1 hour, it is starting to break it in hold. So this, everyone's breakout system, this is a confirmed break and hold. So if we're playing this system the same way on the 1 hour, I want to see how this works. A baby buy stop right above it. And we'll put a sell, our stop loss right below the candle. And we'll see if this 1 to 2 hits off the 1 hour. But we'll go to the 5-minute. We'll make sure that this isn't on our, yeah, we'll keep it on 5. That's fine. Okay. Oh, it's not even going to show us. That's fine. So you know me, I don't like buying in supply zones. I don't give a shit. So this would be like the sketchiest buy for me ever. If I was going to buy this in real life, I would really want it to come back into this zone first and then go up. But there it goes. Ooh, see that buy stop doesn't look so good now, huh? Scary on that one. Fucking not my system. But it's scary. It's scary hours. The buy stop, y'all buy stops are not for me. What I'm trying to do is throw this right there and this right there. That's not it. So the buy stop got fucking destroyed on the 1 hour. And everyone and their mom got destroyed on it because that's how breakout trader. I'm gonna be honest. The reality of a breakout trader is that right there. You're probably gonna be 50-50. So you need to make sure that your risk to reward is way better than 1-to-1. And that's, you can ask any breakout trader, that's facts. You need to learn how to make your losses small. With it faking this area out like this and then dropping, it most likely is not coming back up here, but we can wait and see. Let's go to the 5-minute at 8:30. That's when this dropped. Okay, 8:30. Actually, no, that's when it moved up. So we're still waiting for the next 8:30. Okay. Which would be way over here. And that would have been an okay short. We're not looking for that right now. But after the manipulation and after it breaks that low, because and this is a good way to think about it. When you see something like this in the buy stop traders or in the market and then it just tanks it, that is manipulation. Or not, I wouldn't say manipulation, that's just smart money taking advantage of retail. $8.30 coming over here. So it's coiling up, in my opinion, is probably going to bust through the top. And if it does, we know where we think it's going to go. If it doesn't, it's most likely coming back down into these areas. Let's just mark this like, and we'll call it like that. And if it breaks here, it's coming down into here. And I don't think these levels matter as much anymore. Wait, right here. This definitely doesn't matter. So those are two okay zones right there. Let's see if we can get some more price action into it. I wouldn't even call that a level. All right. Starts to break down. We have some levels marked. If it starts to pop, we're going to look for it to come all the way up into this level. And to me, it does kind of look a little coiled up, ready to spit out some pips. All right, we got a couple more minutes. Boom, boom, boom. And we're going to the downside, faking out. Volumes picking up. Which way are we going to go? I'm thinking down, up. I'm thinking up, 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 up. That's not a fib I would ever draw, but it's interesting. Let's see if this thing can shoot up a little bit. No, go down then. All right, if it's wanting to go down, then we'll take it down. 8:30 was right here. This would have been marked maybe to take it below here into this level off this candle. So if that's the case, this would be the 8:30 candle that breaks it. This is 8:35. So no, that's not how it would have worked. First 5 minutes of the open. A lot of fast moves here. Nothing to really play. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything to play. We need a break of structure or something. And there's that break of structure. So looks like this zone, it's coming back, it's coming down into this zone. There's no real play on it. A lot of this is going to be just seeing how this volume profile is really working out, coming into this and holding. Let's see. See how it reacts right here. We want to see it on the 15 as well. Okay, and on the 5 again. Still an area of importance. If it slips here, we're coming all the way down. And you're seeing these levels just kind of play out. It's not always a area to catch a trade from. It did kind of break these lows, and you could have slid into a trade right there. I'm just not the best at finding entries when it comes to breakouts. So what I'll try to start looking at is the lows just getting broken with volume and seeing how that works. So time of day will be important now. We're waiting for an important time of day. And if we can get that shorting opportunity to the next level, that'd be perfect. If not, I guess it's just in an easy range right now. So whichever way it breaks, there's a lot of clean price action, I believe, to the upside right here. So we should see the volume profile. Yeah. It should head all the way up into this level actually. So that's good. We got some opportunity, downside and upside. Let's see which way it breaks. We're waiting for 8:30. That's a 7 o'clock news. No, that's a random volume spike. Okay, so what the hell was that? Time of day is it? 7:30. That is some NFP or something. So this totally took out these stops to the downside first and then said, see, yeah. So now we really know where this thing is going, right? This thing is coming straight into this next level of volume. There's no way to catch that move. There's unless you had a buy stop before the news. Yeah, we'll just see if the volume profile is going to be correct in this level up here and see if it's going to stop right there or not. I'm interested. Or if this news was just a complete fake move and we're about to just reverse because it did stop just right at this level, which is now we're having opportunity, I think, and it's a risky one, but it's an opportunity to see if the momentum is going to continue up. So what we'll do is we'll put a buy stop. Oh man, right above here, and then wherever this coil stops, that's where the stop loss is going to go. And man, no, that's hilarious. That's amazing. That's amazing. Hilarious. Okay, we're going to wait for it and we're going to try again. I'm going to wait for a clean break above the highs this time because the buy stops that's ridiculous. Clean break above these highs and we're good. We're good to go. Really, we want it at the right time of day. It's a little late in the day now. It's not a clean break yet, but look, this is what I want to point out. The volume did barely increase right here. Barely increase, and we're coming into the area that we want to buy at. So I do think this is the candle that we could put a stop loss here and buy at, but I'm saying I'm not a fan yet. I want to wait for a good candle close because I just got burned on one. And that would have been another burn. Want a good candle close above the highs. This could be it. Nope. Ooh, that's a small candle close above the highs. Mm, that's ugly. I wanted a big burst through it, right? I wanted something to get me excited because how I feel about this is if I enter now, where would I stop here? Stop here. First of all, TP's here. So stop here would make it maybe worth it. It's a 3-to-1, but I also don't believe in it too much, and the divergence is present. I think a lot of times, whenever you're going after an impulse has been made, you're going to be seeing a lot of divergence regardless. So let's just see what happens with this. When there's divergence, I can't trade. It is what it is. Now that the market has diverged, it probably has hit some EMA. Now is the time you really want to trade. Okay, so it's corrected, it's made its move. This would honestly have been like a good entry probably after this big impulse. But we're waiting for breakouts. So let's see if we can go into this area up here. If we break these highs, what would this look like? Above those highs with like a stop right here. Would that still be a 1-to-1? Maybe. I don't know if that's worth it to some people. So that would be like an entry if it was a buy stop. Let's see. And what I hate about it is the reversal pattern, legit reversal pattern that buy stop in breakout traders buy into. But I'm just backtesting. And no, we'd be at break even at this point. And we're good. So it doesn't matter if you're scared or not sometimes, right? So the divergence, like I said, this would have been a good entry. Boom. You could have even had a better entry with your stop, after this candle. Could have taken something like this even up to the highs, all the way into this. Put your stop down here, all the way up in here, still 2-to-1. So a bunch of different ways to trade that. But the volume profile, great move. After this happened, we knew instantly where it was going. Now we have a pretty big 3-wave divergence. I think 1, 2, and now we're getting the 3rd wave. I want to see how far away it is from the 15-minute EMA. Hasn't touched that yet. 1 hour. We're starting to leave the 1 hour, but now we're getting momentum and volume. So this is highly likely just going to continue up. Here's another break. Could have taken that, but it was already kind of too close to the zone to even think about that. Now we're going to want a big retracement. So now we have some volume right here that we can mark off. This can be like a zone to watch. See if we can get some more. Yeah, definitely. Just this is like the first area. And then we can start moving these around now. So you got to adjust these as price moves, or else you're going to play yourself. Oops, let's do this. Okay, come on. Here we go. And then we can take this off under that structure got snapped. All right, so these are kind of the levels now. Kind of see working with. If it breaks up, man, it's just going to continue to go up, but we're getting major divergence. We want to see a bigger correction now. Where's 8:30? We got 8:30 coming up in about 8 hours. So let's do this. Perfect. See what happens. So I would love it to correct during London. Correct, drop, correct, drop, correct. So now at 8:30, there we go. I didn't get to speak. I'm going to say at 8:30, I want it to drop. So let's just play it. So it didn't correct yet, right? We're waiting for the drop. I've been saying the correction needs to happen, the correction needs to happen. This is a clear zone, a minor zone that was resistance, support. So once that breaks, it's pretty obvious that it should go down into really this level way down here because of how fast it moved here. It should move just as fast this way. So let's go into this. Big move off the open. So we're getting that move that we want. So if we shorted here, let's see what the risk reward would look like. Coming down into this level. You know, I really think that, you know, that 1 minute opportunity is something to start looking at. I just don't know if TradingView is going to love me enough to do that. I don't like that it stopped right here, but it's most likely going to roll through. These stop losses are not cool. Woo, okay. That's nice. Roll straight into it. And the stop would technically have been right at that 5-minute candle. Let's put this right here. Nice. So yeah, this should continue to roll through into this zone where the volume profile was. Right. And it barely missed it. Barely missed it, right? But let me tell y'all something. When you're in a trade and it's going good, and then it comes back into entry, and then it eventually goes good again, you should maybe assess your TP and just be happy that you're, you know, back in profit. So that's a nice little move right there. Barely missed the TP, but great, you know, great break, retest, and then straight into the next zone. That's ideal how they should all move. They usually don't just go, but every now and then they will. Okay, so now time of day, that was a good one. A really, you know, clean, easy move. Kind of let the market do what it do for the rest of the day. Let's see what we can get into on the next day. Looks like a weekend right here. That was a Friday move. I still think this has an opportunity to correct more. So if it does break these lows at any point, we can look for shorts. Coming into an 8:30, so let me mark that off. Okay. And so at this moment, I wouldn't really be too fond of anything, I don't think. Besides maybe just a quick move down into this level, but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna play anything. That level's still good to hold, but I'm just gonna wait and see what it does. I'm not seeing much. I guess if it breaks above here, we're probably gonna see it launch up. Volume profile is kind of ugly. This level, this level, this level, and kind of where we are as a level. Just gonna make this that. And boom. All right, off the open. We got a break up, but I'm not super convinced. It's just the reason is because like this was your next area and kind of this is your next area, unless we're coming way up. But I think that's actually how Cole does it. He marks off like this little range right here to the open, and he would have probably played that move, taking it up more. I'm just not sure about it yet. It's kind of an ugly open to me. Double topped right here. Didn't want to break. No clean break. We got a maybe possible breakdown now, but it's not the right time of day. We're waiting for the next 8:30. Close to that. So this is just as about as good looking as a flag as you'll ever see. Let's just wait for this. And all right before the open, we're getting this move up at 7:30 again. So I'm expecting this to break up and go into this zone way up there. So let's look at that at 8:30. Boom, boom, boom. Same scenarios we saw before. Let's see. If it taps that 50 EMA, that's an entry almost. Yep. Did it tap it? No. Okay, but that 8:30 candle popped off. Man. See if we get a close above that level. Could be an entry coming up if we get a reversal candlestick. That could be one. See if we get a reversal pattern right here. That could be it. Giving a little bit of money. There it goes. Nope. Okay. We're waiting for that break and we're not getting it. All right, it just broke down this zone. So we waited all morning basically for it to break the highs, never did, and now we're breaking the lows. And the lows were broke with volume. So that's important to note. If we were going to take that trade, which we probably wouldn't because of the time of day, we would search for the next area of volume down low, and that would be right here. So let's just see if we can extend this to the right. Let's see if we can extend right and extend right. Perfect. And it came right into this level. So that would have been an opportunity for the breakout boys. So I'm gonna call them. Next one is a little bit lower. Let's see if the support becomes resistance. Breaking above. Okay, where's my 8:30? Not yet. Getting there. Holding this little zone. I still think this thing's breaking up. Didn't do anything during 8:30. Got this range now, but it didn't do anything during 8:30 that day. Let's see if it does something this 8:30. And starting to break low. So we're going to look at this. Oops. Time of day, 7 o'clock. So we're waiting for 8:30. One more. Okay. Break back above. Let's see. Because like I said, on the volume profiles, it either usually kind of runs smooth or it will reject. So if we get a clean move out of here, we need to look for the next area that it's going to come up into. At least right here. Just do that. So we'll see what happens right here. There it is. Boom. So we got the break up straight into this level. How would we have played that though? We get the big candle off the open. Put the buy stop above the candle. Put the stop right on the base of that. See what that would have been. 1 to 1.5, not bad. I'd say this is about a 50% win rate strategy. So maybe 60%. So definitely want to have a little more than that 1 to 1, I think. Okay, remember, if it breaks above these highs, we're looking for it. Oh, actually, no, we're not really necessarily. This is area still. Let's see. Like that. I don't really care for that. Okay. Well, if it breaks this middle, then we're coming up to the top. It's that easy. It does look like it wants to continue up. Little coil action right here. Probably see a pop, fake one direction, go the other direction. There's that move. Okay, what time is it? Almost 8. Good. Don't break yet. Hold on. Okay, hold on. It's starting to do some divergent stuff. There we go. How do I keep missing the 8:30? I really have to mark it off. Okay, so what we're doing, we're above, but we have divergence. So every time we have like this hella divergence, we're kind of holding off on that. 8:25, the market makes a move, and then 8:30, we break fake up and then break down. So the fake move right here, if we close bearish, we should come back down into these levels, or not necessarily all, just because we close bearish. Maybe just right here even. I'm just going to keep that there. It'd be hard not to enter that. Because that's the tall wick. That this would be like a perfect one. Even just a right here is a good risk to reward. If you take it even right there, it's a good risk to reward. Or is it in the but yeah, this is a crazy risk. What the hell? There we go. That's all I'm trying to do, dog. Hold on. Top of that candle, bringing this to right here. So really just to right here, TP1, TP2. I would probably be smart and just go to the right there. Jeez. Nope, just TP1, but then TP1, that's nice. That was still 1 to 2. Nothing now. Okay, so let's see. Still waiting to see if it's going to break this high. We got like this range right here. The green line's like the middle of the range. I'm missing times. I'm missing times. I'm missing times. Okay. Here comes this 8:30. It did a fake move. It closed on the 5-minute, very fake like. So we wouldn't be in anything yet. It didn't close or do anything like that. If it does close above here and hold, I will be looking for it to go bullish. I guess this would be like a level for bears, but It's not really a great level. Too small of candles. And at this point, it's kind of too late in the day. So we're waiting for something important to happen or the right time of day. I'll have to go back and see what my record is whenever I load up. All right, we're getting 7:30 coming in, 8:30 coming in soon. All right, here's some 8:30 volume, 7:15. All right, we're looking at this area now. Okay, this broke already. We didn't get to play that because it was not the right time of day. But now we're getting this break, I think, or about to get this break. This is what I've said multiple times. When you get a candle that is approaching an area of support and resistance and it just almost gets there, stops very bullish, high volume, doesn't break it yet, that's like a good entry opportunity. Or I think it is. Let's go look over here, all the way up into this zone. Wow. So we'll be going like this off of here, targeting way up there. Taking this here. Let's see where the stop would really be. Stop would be below this candle, huh? That is an extreme move. I would not expect this full thing to get hit without the stop loss getting hit like at some point. Let's see. I'm not really, I want to see one more candle close really. This is kind of an early jump into this move. Because of that right there. And now all it has to do is just come one more time, tap the 50 EMA and then go. So we'll see what happens. We're okay now. We are okay now. Would be break even no matter what. Probably some off the table at this point because it's gone sideways. And are we in the next day yet? Next day. Okay, so we are in a trade already, holding at break even. And then we would be expecting, right, the market to continue up, no doubt. So as we break this here, we get the same type of scenario with this candle where we get a big candle approaching. So the stop loss isn't the same scenario really because this candle's so big. You'd want to, you know, kind of get thrown into the market right there, but your stop would be right here. Let's see what this TP looks like. 2-to-1. Might as well just look and see what it does. At this point, just see what it does. Yeah. Oh, that wouldn't have worked out. Second try, maybe. I don't think it's the right time of day for that second try. But we'll see what happens right here. Not the right time of day for the second try yet. We all know the rules. Once it breaks above this, it's game time with volume at the right time of day. And, you know, it's not the right time of day. We're going day 2 with this swing. It's not even a swing, but it turned into one. That almost tagged it out, but it didn't. So that's good. Took a loss in between it, but this is like a 1-to-5 or something. So it's crazy. Let's see. We're getting, you know, the break above that we want to see, but I want it to happen at the right time of day. which would be sooner. And now it's like really weird. So we have this and this to mess with. And then I need to see some volume profile just in case it does break down. So this was yesterday's point of control. I want to mark this off just in case it does slip through that POC. So I don't have daily. There we go. And then there's another one down there, but I'm not looking at them yet. Okay, let's go 5 minutes. Let's see what we got going on. Nothing much. Break one of these. I would like it to actually break this fake and then go up because we're still in this trade. There is a little bit of volume right there. I wonder why it's not telling me that. Yeah, this is where it ends really. So I'm gonna move this down. So no, that's a daily POC. I'm gonna just bring this right here. Oops. No, I'm not. Put this right here. Okay, I don't really want to sell. If it breaks with volume, I guess I might, but there's not really a lot of downside to it. Would rather it go up. Yeah, not the right time of day anyway now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Around here, where we're looking. We're very much coiled up in here. Oop. Fake move, maybe. Definitely. We'll be looking for it to come back into this low and then probably go. Okay, back into the low. Let's see if it goes. We needed to show some rejection right at 8:30. And it's breaking the lows. We don't want that to happen. We want it to go up. So if it continues to break here, we'll have to look for the downside. Okay, so it looks like it's gonna. Yeah, that's the upside move that I wanted to see. It came in and tapped the day before the daily POC. It tapped it and then moved up. That's pretty clean. That's very clean. On the minute. That was perfect. So now if this can push through these highs, this really should extend up pretty good. All right. Get that push. There we go. And it's going to take me a minute to get used to these type of trades, I think, because when you trade a certain way for such a long time and you are like, ooh, it looks like it's going to go up here, and then it makes this move, and then you want to get into the trade, it's kind of like, ooh, you are late, buddy. But at the same time, the volume profile has said that the there's not a lot of volume here. So if it does go, it could move fast. It's just these stop losses are going to need to be tested a little bit more, I think, because they're a little sketchy. Wow. So at that point, I would really, it would be like, because you want it to just kind of take off. It's really what you're betting on. You're betting on the volume and the momentum to just whoop straight through. If it doesn't automatically just, and it starts closing with candles like this, with wicks at the top, even though there's no wicks at the bottom, that's, I would honestly like to, I would rather see a bottom wick and then a bullish candle. with no wick at top. So I think, you know, these are interesting situations, because when you're at 1-to-1 right here, do I go to break even yet? I'm not sure on these, so I'm just gonna let's see what happens. Okay, it was the end of the week, so it ended at like a 1 to 1.5. That's pretty good. Definitely would not have held that trade over the weekend or anything. So, okay, let's see what it does now. I think we're about to see a move up here. Something like this is what I would be looking at. That's not worth trading. Glad or not. So maybe this was a little fake out. Like I said, if it didn't go straight into this area, it could have just been and you know, this trade over here, we can just cut it, but we know that that's a good one. That one was really fire. So 1 out of every like 10 trades goes like 1 to 5. Okay, we're waiting for 8:30. Okay, 8:30 is coming up. So what we'll do is we're either going to short below here into, let's get some volume in profile here. Just real quick, let's remove everything. Just get a quick look at where we're at. There's an important daily POC here. That's going to pretty much be the level that I'm waiting for the market to get into. For the downside, for the upside, there's not really much to look at, except that this was a possible manipulation move and we could be coming down. That's the only thing I see. For the upside, we would have to scroll to the 4-hour to see some better price action to come off of, because really it's just like way up here is the next kind of area. So we'll stick down here, we'll stick to the 5. We'll come into here and we're looking for this to drop through this minor zone into this area, or realistically, I don't want to play anything else. Damn, didn't drop. All right, so it's popping off. If it breaks these highs, then we will look to take it up into this level. Maybe not directly into it, but eventually. And in real life, we like to trade these moves. Not real life, real time, we like to trade these moves. Oof, would have been a 1-to-1, but that's it. Yikes. All right, so we're breaking lower. It's not the right time of day, so I'm just going to let it rock out. That would have been a nice little, but not my time of day. Waiting for these 8:30 moves only, but wow, what a big move down. Came right into this level. So that daily point of control was the spot. Let's go to the 1-hour. Smash straight through that daily POC. We can delete that now. Is there any more liquidity down here? Yep, there's another one way down here. So that could be a target. We did just speak about how the market manipulated high, so it could come lower after it did this little bit of manipulation. It started to tank, so we are going to expect this to do this on the lower time frames or higher time frames. Lower time frames, no telling. We're going to call this area, just we're going to do like this. Supply up here. And anything between that, it should probably move fast. So if we break above here, it's probably going to move really quickly into the area up here. And then vice versa, if it breaks here, probably coming down there. Just kind of watch, unless we're at 8:30. Okay. 7:40. Okay, we're getting some volume now. So we want these lows to break or these highs to break. And at this point, I'm not really even feeling the bulls. I just want the bears to come in. Okay, it's good. There we go. All right. So we get the break. It's a little late in the day for our strategy, but still the play happened. And here's the candle that's almost breaking the structure, the buy stop right here, the stop loss above this candle, and then targeting the lows, or you could do the break of the candle. So that's a 4.3 to 1. You could do the break of this candle, put this like right there. And that's a 4 to 1, same scenario basically. I'm just gonna go off of the candle and then buy stop it. So how much did it give us? A 1 to 1. That's not bad. It's not bad, but it's not good either. All right, so this level faked out pretty major. Probably going to go back up into here. So time of day, middle of the day, into London session, kind of faking out. We'll see what happens. New York, I want to pause. All right, let's see how if we could have capitalized that. So New York opening bell is here. We get this move into, but not quite at it. So it would be hard for me to want to short right here. But if I did, I'd put the sell stop right below there. I put a stop loss above the candle, and I'm taking it down into here. And that's a 3 to 1, 3.1 to 1, or we wait for a break of the zone. Should be this candle with high volume. I like this better. I just don't know if I like these stop losses better or not, but this is a 4.2 to 1. And see, this is why I don't like those too much. Maybe you got to enter on the candle and it even gives you a better risk reward. That's interesting. Okay, either way, you don't usually get the candle perfect. So. Oh, wrong button. Let's see. Did I really press the wrong button? No. Yeah, I did, didn't I? I don't know where I am in this. It was in November. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I'm right here. Broke that low. Okay, well, we're going. All right. What did it give me? A 1 to 6. Not bad. Okay. Well, now it's the fakest move ever, and we're breaking lower. Or breaking higher. So now we got to assess this. What time of day? Random in the middle of 11 o'clock. It's starting to just pop off. So let's let it do that. Goodness gracious. Well, hold on. it almost went straight to that next zone. So now we have an idea where it's going. We can try to capitalize on that over here. Not the right time of day, so it might just pop right into that zone. But if not, we'll wait for the right time. And then if anything breaks above here with volume, it's a buy. Godly, man. This is why system is good to back test. Oh, it's not the right time of day. Okay, that's good. Okay, 8:30. This is the 8:30 candle. So that's okay. The 8:30 candle's right here. We have this area right there. We're looking at the volume profile now. And we're seeing that there's not a lot all the way till we get down here. So if the market really is going to drop, because this is one thing, we don't know whatever is going to happen. Never, never, never do we know. We just only have an idea. So this was it resistance? Yes. Okay, let's put a little bit more in here. We should have a lot of volume profile to work with. Yes. Okay, so this would be the first area. That would be the second area. Pretty easy. All right, so the first area, once it broke here off the 8:30 candle, and then it broke these lows off this candle, I think what we would be doing is either waiting for a big break below like this, or we would have just went straight at it on this stop. Right there to there, and then TP2 would be to there. TP1 smack perfectly. Break even would have probably hit. This is a good little bearish flag. Nothing for the rest of the day. Still in it. There goes. Boom. TP, boy. Basically. Should have had it right there. That's a good one. That's another really good one. Interesting. Is it a time of day thing? 7:30? Huh. It's been moving a lot at 7:30. Here's the 8:30. So when there's a big old candle like that, you can almost like mark off where that imbalanced area was. And then this came straight back into that imbalance after that 8:30 candle. That's not the trade, but man. Oh, and by the way, that one swing trade that ended up did hit in full TP. Let's see if this hit 78.6, by the way. Nope. Okay. Let's go to the next 8:30. These levels are hitting crazy. Okay, it's going freaking sideways at this point. Let's go 15.5 so we can see what's going on over here. Volume profile suggesting not a whole lot. Let's go get some more in this. All right, saying that we got a little bit down here. We got a lot of it right here, which is what this is. And then not much above us, but that is a zone right there that we'll be looking to tag if it does start to break up. Definitely. Time of day, waiting for 8:30. It's about to come. Okay. Not seeing many opportunities. We could maybe look at this low. Take the market back down into that if it wants to break through this important area. That's that 730 volume has been coming in. So maybe we will be seeing this come down. And we did. Okay, so how would we have played it? There's the 830 candle. Here we go. So the 830 candle was bullish. And then fake, we would be saying if it breaks this low, possibly, because this is an important area, meaning if the structure continues to drop, we're coming into the next important area, which was most likely either here or just these lows. Depending on what the candlesticks look like will give me a opportunity. So we get the big candle with volume. I don't think I would sell off that yet. Or that. That's a break if I've ever seen one. But the volume wasn't great. That's something to note. And then this stop loss is just not good. You really would want a higher stop than that, in my opinion. I would just feel so much safer. That if I played the normal stop, it would have been a 3-to-1 with this being like a freaking 9-to-1. That's just amazing. That's insane. Seeing it go into this level, we'll see. And that's just a 5-minute chart. That's one day. That's nuts. Okay. Let's see if it comes into this level or not. Waiting for 830. Okay, so this is obviously an area down here. These lows, just mark this off like this. And it was an area of importance. That's going to be where we're looking to target the market. I wonder if it's just, I need to re-add this indicator. Session volume profile, visible range. No, it's just really messing up right now. Okay, so if it breaks up above here, though, it's probably coming straight into that. If it breaks below here, it's coming straight into this. So let's see which one it does. It might even come all the way to this daily POC. Ooh, fake up. Fake up on the 830. And then we're getting to move down. That's a clean close. Let me take this POC off. That's a pretty clean close. I think that's valid. I mean, really, this one was. Let me delete this stuff. This was a valid close. So let's see if we can get another one. Yep. Nice. 2.5. So we've definitely won more than we've lost, and the winners have definitely been bigger than the losers. I think I'm gonna cut it today. Been on for almost 2 hours now, so 2 hours worth of back testing on the S&P. A lot of good stuff. I didn't keep a record. I just wanted to see how the volume profile worked, strictly on the lower time frame. Really, really good stuff. So, yeah, pretty cool. See it.